All right, the Board of Zoning Adjustment is now in session. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Will the clerk please call the roll?
Randy Rose,
Here.
Frank Hackott,
Here.
Karen Bowman,
Here.
Lou Mayer,
Yo.
Gloria O'Keefe,
Present.
Are there any corrections to the minutes of our last meeting of June 16th?
No. See none.
Make a motion that stand as written.
Second.
Okay, if not, the meeting stand for approval. The Board of Adjustment is a committee created by the Missouri State Legislature and governed by the revised statutes of Missouri 1986. It is a committee for the City of Osage Beach and functions under the Circuit Court of Camden County. Composition of the board is prescribed by RSMO 1986, Section 89.080, as having 5 full members and 3 alternates. A variance requires an 80% vote of approval to pass. This means 4 affirmative votes. Therefore, 4 members must be present to convene a meeting. If only 4 members are present, we do allow the petitioner to delay their hearing until 5 members are present if the applicant wishes. In order to grant a variance, the board must find that special circumstances exist which are peculiar to the applicant's land, structures, or buildings that do not generally apply to the neighboring structures in the same area and cannot be reasonably addressed within the existing ordinance. Also, a strict application of the provisions of the city ordinance would deprive the applicant of reasonable use of the land, structure, or building in a manner equivalent to the use permitted other owners in the same district, then a variance could be granted. The board must ensure that special circumstance is not the result of action of the applicant taken subsequent to the adoption of the ordinance on May 10th, 1984. It is incumbent on this board to help ensure public safety by not granting a variance that would obstruct the function of the fire, police, and ambulance services in the performance of their duties. It is not the intent or purpose of this board to eviscerate the Planning and Zoning Commission or perpetuate conformity with city ordinances. Appeals of the board's decisions must be made to the Camden County Circuit Court, not to the City of Osage Beach. In a few minutes, all parties will be allowed to address this board. We ask that you step forward to the microphone and state your name. You will take an oath to speak the truth in this matter. We now call case number 344. And the applicant is Ricky Shadell. Hopefully that's right.
Hold on just a second. One, I'd like to,
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah.
Have all the legal notices been met for the hearing?
Yes, sir, they have.
Has the city made a prudent effort to notify by mail adjacent and otherwise obviously affected property owners were there any written responses?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, we have. We haven't had any written responses from the neighbors.
Okay. Would the city planner please describe the variance requested and the conflict with the ordinance?
Yes, sir. First, I'd like to enter in for the record as Exhibit Number 1, the Municipal Code of the City of Osage Beach, and as Exhibit Number 2, Case File 344 for Ricky Shadle at 980 Palmer Lane. Basically what we have here tonight, and I know that, Ricky, you can have a seat for a minute if you'd like. If they, what we have tonight, I know that we've all been out to this area a couple of times. You know, this is one of the pieces of property on Palmer Lane that we have seen a number of times that basically the original developer built the homes right up on the street, basically. And the reasoning that that was done is because of the topographic nature of the topographic situation out there being steep as it is. Ricky and Mary Jo, they have a home that we have seen before, that we have granted variance on before. If you went out there, you probably saw the fruits of the variance that was granted for them a little while back. But basically what we have in front of us today is there's a portion of the home, basically if you're looking at the home from the lake side, that is on the left portion of the home. It is basically a bump out part of a retaining wall that the applicant has asked for the ability to enclose in order to locate some laundry facilities within that area. Basically what it would be is because of the home's location so close to the road, it's not going to be closer to the road than the existing home, but it will be 14 feet from the front property line, which the front property line requirement for setback is 25 feet. And on the side, the requirement is 10 feet. Once enclosed, this request would be an enclosed area that would be within 1.4 feet of the side property line. That encroachment basically is already there. There's already structure there by way of that retaining wall, if you were out there and saw it. So you're not really adding to the footprint or to the encroachment, but what you're adding to is usable and enclosed portion of the home, if you do this. As I said, you know, both sides are encroachments for what we require. This particular home has been given variances in the past, and it's certainly up to the board to decide and make the decision that is best.
Thank you, Mr. Patterson. Does the applicant desire to amend, add to, or clarify the reasons for this request? If so, please step forward to be sworn in and use the microphone.
No microphone.
You raise your hand, I'll swear in. Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so be it?
I do.
Thank you.
Okay, now what?
You're not required to do this. I mean,
Yeah.
unless you desire to change.
We're roofing a little 6-foot deal, a little wing wall that sticks out. And we're just tying on our existing roof coming out 6 foot at the farthest point, and it just swings back in, so it goes from 0 to nothing.
You don't have any changes though from what you've given us already, so no changes?
Not
Yeah.
one,
Yeah.
not one.
Okay. All right, we're good. Is there anyone who wishes to comment in favor of this variance request? Please be recognized, step to the microphone, and state your name. Okay. Having heard none, is there anyone who wishes to comment in opposition to this variance request? Please be recognized, step to the microphone, and state your name.
If you comment in opposition, your wife would be upset. Okay.
Yeah.
Having heard none, are there any other questions from the board?
Nope.
And we do have a memo from Mr. Rucker, counsel, and he has no objections. He said everything's in order. It's up to our discretion to approve or disapprove. Does any other staff have comments?
I have nothing further unless you all can think of a question that you can shoot at me.
Okay. The chair will accept a motion on the variance request for case number 244. Is there a second?
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
Is there
Any
okay. So
further
Lou and
discussion from the board? Okay. Will the clerk please take roll call vote?
Randy Rose,
Yes.
Fred Catcott,
Yes.
Karen Bowman,
Yes.
Lou Mayer,
Yes.
Lori O'Keefe,
Yes.
The variance is passed. Any further business?
Other than just to say, Ricky, congratulations, your variance is passed. Now you have to go through the building permit process.
Okay.
So you'll have to get with Ron's department and we'll take care of you from there.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
All right, buddy.
Appreciate y'all.
Take care.
I'll have to do the wash next month.
There you go. There you go.
Can I bring mine?
So we do,
I wanted to ask him if
From
he'd
what
do
I
my
see,
laundry.
he has beautified the area.
yeah.
Intelligent.
Yeah, go ahead and adjourn
Okay.
unless you all have questions.
I'm going to entertain a motion to adjourn.
No.
I make the motion
The
to
laundry room's
adjourn.
behind the kitchen.
I'll second it.
Second.
Okay.
Oh,
Meeting is now adjourned.
done.
Yeah.
All right, be careful what you say for just a minute. Let us get this turned off.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think he has any room to expand anymore.